What's up, Zodiac Chatline fam? It is Sunday, August the 4th, 2024. Happy Leo season. Blessed new moon. So on and poppin'. And just a few minutes here, we'll have Cassie joining me. Oh, what's up, Dan? Happy Airman official, one of our first guests for the show and first Leo guest. So we love that. Cassie girl.
Hey. How you doing?
I'm making my way. And I'm just kidding. I'm good. I'm good.
I
you
know.
know, it's every day feels like a simulation. I don't know about you, but
You're not wrong.
it has
You're not
been
wrong.
an interesting couple weeks since we had our last conversation, our last full moon conversation. Um, and all I can say is go Kamala. Because that has been in the forefront, as we can see that in the Olympics, of course. But before we get into that, we are going to talk about this interesting August energy and Leo season energy that we have come into.
Yes. We have the new moon in Leo today. A shout out to Dan the Hairman, the birthday king today. And also former President Barack Obama. A blessed
Color.
solar return to you both. Yeah, so as per usual, all the astrology is happening right on top of each other. We have the new moon in Leo today. We have Venus going into Virgo today. And tomorrow, Mercury. What's she doing today?
It's his time. I think Mercury's a boy because he'd be messy so much.
He is really messy, but I also feel like he's a flip flopper, so he gets all the pronouns.
They them will be retrograding tomorrow in one of its home signs of Virgo. So this is going to be a very maybe critical retrograde. Um, Virgo is all about the details. Gemini is all about the verbiage, whether I get the wording. It's not necessarily like Gemini can lie. We all know a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we'll have Mercury retrograde in Virgo, and then during its retrograde, it'll go back into Leo. This is going to be quite the interesting time because it is joining also Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, also all retrograde. So this is a time to really take your time. um, I'd say have fun with this Leo new moon energy. I think it's a good, fun, powerful new moon because, Leo is ruled by the sun. So just check out where Leo is in your chart and really kind of manifest through those houses. But all these retrograde planets, along with everything that we see happening in our real life, in our real world, especially with our presidential election, I know that is literally the biggest thing that is prominent for us here in the United States. And the astrology is just as messy as ever all the way through the election. So this is just the beginning. And we haven't even hit the Democratic National Convention yet. And Kamala has not selected her VP, although there's been a leak. I'm like, if it is, great, but there was somebody else I was hoping it would be. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just think nothing is true or real.
That's a good baseline to be operating from, honestly. And I I will say I appreciate a Mercury in retrograde in Virgo because the energy of Mercury retrograde is always dot your I's, cross your T's, double check everything. And like Virgo naturally has that energy too. So it's really the kind of trick here is balancing it with the Leo new moon because there is definitely the Leo urge to do the most, to be completely in your ego, and it's fine, but like just slow down. You know what I mean? Like take your time. you know, we've said this numerous times in the show before, like Mercury retrograde is not the time to start something brand new. It is the time to revisit some stuff that you're already working on, that you've already been playing with. And it's okay. The timelines are going to be a little bit longer. It's fine. It's fine that it's that way. Like, it's in fact a good thing for the timeline to be longer. Because some periods of life are for checking details, for
Yeah.
reading the fine
Yeah.
print, and some periods of life are for going ham. And we're just like not quite at that period yet. But allow yourself to fantasize and dream and hold hope for the biggest,
Yeah.
baddest version of yourself. But just know that it's probably not going to take flight
Mm,
right away.
no.
Um,
Wait till like the Leo full moon. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly,
mm,
I like that as a kind of a source of balance for ascertaining where I am.
mhm,
So whatever, you know, intentions I have set for one new moon, I look at where it has manifested by that sign's full
mm,
moon, and they give
mm.
about 6 months to really work with the energy and kind of focus on that. And you know, we are right at the tail end of almost summertime, kids going back to school. Like, there's just a lot of, we're transitioning, you know, we're still in the middle of summer, but we are slowly transitioning into fall. And so this is really a time to wind yourself down, have your last big old hurrah summer parties, because everything is really going to turn inward with all of this retrograde energy, with the larger planets and Mercury retrograde, especially in Virgo.
I was about to say, once we get to Virgo season, I mean, that's really like self criticism as self care season, right? And like, again, like, it's not a bad thing. Like, I think criticism has a negative connotation, but like an actual hard look at what's going on and a breakdown of where you are and really taking stock of things is an absolutely necessary part of the process, and one that can be really positive and illuminating if you allow your ego to be divorced from it somewhat, and try not to be too deeply in your feelings about it. So again, we'll save that for Virgo season. Leo season, imagine your best self.
Shine,
And
shine. Um,
that's right. How else do you progress? You got to take stock and take accountability. It's true.
Um, and I think that we have seen Kamala Harris's creative PR team hit the ground running. And Cass and I were talking about the dynamics between the two people that we have running for office, Kamala and the other guy. And Kamala's version to me is Pluto in Aquarius personified. It is very much, what do we want our future to look like? And the other guy's persona is very much Pluto and Capricorn, the old ways, capitalism, money, you know, climbing on top of people to get to the top. It's all of those things that are very oppressive. And, you know, the Aquarius generation is like, how can we all survive this whole thing? And I like to see the various groups coming together to fight the evil. That is the side that wants to just be in control of everybody, even though they can't even be in control of themselves.
Right. It's been a very fascinating couple of weeks. So, you know, for any of you who didn't watch our last show, it's on YouTube if you want to check it out. But that show happened on the day of the full moon in Capricorn, the second full moon in Capricorn, and it was the day that President Biden dropped out of the race. And we were very much like, Tanae called it. She's like, he endorsed Vice President Harris, as he should. Correct. But I especially was like, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen. This has never happened before, and Democrats historically have not had their shit together to pivot, you know, in any kind of like good way. But it was fascinating to watch in a matter of 48 hours the collective decide organically, using the information they had, that like this was the best way forward, and it has led to excitement from the ground up from various groups of people who recognize that like across differences we can still come together and do something for the collective. And you know, there's valid criticism to be made of every politician, said that before, but also I think her embracing the fact that it is not just about her, but about the future of everybody in this country is so important and so critical to this Pluto and Aquarius period. And Pluto and Capricorn is not going to go out without a fight. The old guard is not going to go out without a fight, but also we
They're
can
going to still have to go.
win. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're
I
still
mean,
going to have to go out eventually.
particularly, I watched her rally. She did have a rally here in Georgia before that other guy did. And I did watch it. And one of the things that she said, this is the people's campaign. And that was very much how she has driven that narrative, is that it's about the people. It is, like you said, it is not about her. She's also a Libra, so we know they're very diplomatic.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate that. And you know, maybe justice will be served. Who knows? The that's the best way we can hope. Minorly switching gears, I just want to, for a minute, mention a woman that was murdered in her home by a police officer. Sonia Massie, I will not stop saying her name, was gunned down in her home while she was having, I believe, a mental health episode. That's pretty much what I understood to be. Personally, I did not watch the video. Everybody that knows me knows I can't take that in because it's just too much for me. But I understand what happened. And this has become a narrative over and over that me as a Black woman in America, I am really over it at this point. There is no reason that police officers do not have the knowledge, the ability, the willpower to de-escalate a situation, to use a taser as opposed to a gun. And then there's more coming out about the story. I don't know the details, so you know me, I'm not going to say something I don't actually know. But there's more coming out about the story, that this might have been planned, premeditated. There's just a lot going on. So I ask all of you, if you see something, say something. We are at a point in 2024 where, again, as a collective, everybody deserves to live. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has something going on, and you don't know what somebody is going through. We have cried for justice over and over again for Black and brown people against the police department, because it's always a police officer who feels threatened, and a Black person is always seen as the perpetrator rather than just a regular person, or rather than the victim, or rather than somebody that needs help. So, you know, we still can think about Breonna Taylor. Nobody, you know, that was, again, continuously Black women are being just not taken for granted. And I am very proud that Kamala Harris can be possibly the first Black and South Asian president that we've ever had. And all these white men have messed up the country this far. Somebody else can get somebody else to try. She may not do the best, but she can't do any worse. Let's just be 100 about that. She can't do any worse. You know?
Facts are stacking up. The facts are on facts, for sure.
So I'm just gonna leave y'all with that, because we're gonna talk about our Leo season celebrity, because we each picked one. Because you know, we love our Leo season. We love our celebrities, but we love doing those. So Cassie, tell them who you got.
So my Leo celeb that I would like to honor this year is a fantastic female rapper. You guys know I love the lady rappers. She is from Memphis. She has just the most like badass low, like Southern voice, just has kicked out jam after jam after jam all of 2024. You guys know I'm talking about Glorilla. She, you know, got to open for Megan Thee Stallion on her arena tour. Those two queens sold out arenas all across this country, had the most fun, it looked like, doing it. Glorilla has done a ton of work with other female rappers. She's on a lot of features. She nabs cool, talented ladies for features. And she and Meg both strike me as the type of women who like to hype other women up. And, you know, nobody in the rap game gets out without having some kind of beef. But like, she's never been like, I was trying to think, I was like, has she ever openly beefed?
Her. Yeah,
no.
I mean, they're not gonna be for her in real life.
Right.
Like,
And like,
say something, but
right. And like, you see, like, I mean, Representative Ayanna Pressley quoted her on the floor of the House of Representatives. You saw LeBron James went viral for jamming out to Glow like before games. And it's just, I love to see that she's the type of person that appeals to this huge swath of.
Monet does a dance break. Listen, you know I love me some Victoria Monet. Yeah, no.
So Glow, it's your year. I love it for you. I hope this is a blessed solar return. If by some chance you ever see this, just know I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you.
We stand you. We stand. Them PM Friday. All right. So, my Leo person has so many accolades. I can't even run them down. Okay. Cassie and I talked about this and she looked it up. She was like, I kid you not, if you go to this person's Wikipedia page, it is this long for how many awards she has won. She is dominating in the WNBA. She is the top WNBA player to me. She has back-to-back WNBA championships, MVP. She won the first. She is from, we love University of South Carolina because we do love Dawn Staley here on the Zodiac chat line. She helped them win their first national college championship in 2017. South Carolina loves her so much. This girl got a statue in front of South Carolina. She is going for they're trying to hit their third. She does play for the Las Vegas Aces currently. She is now in Paris playing for the USA team for the Olympics. I think this is her maybe second Olympics, maybe third. She won the gold in Tokyo in 2020. I am talking about, also she has her own shoe line and listen, Asia Wilson, girl, you Leo Supreme over here, okay? You do the things. I love watching you play. You're an amazing basketball player, teammate. I see you mentor all the rookies. This is your year, and the WNBA has a really a lot of amazing talent this year, and that championship, whoever wins it this year, it's going to be well earned because those teams are stacked, and the Aces, they are like, we coming for a three-peat. They are ready. So we love you, Miss Asia Wilson.
Yeah, that was insane because I'll be, honest. I was not familiar with Miss Asia Wilson until Tanae brought her up on our production meeting, and she's like, oh yeah, she walked so Angel Reese could run. I was like, wait a minute, what? And I like, truly, it's like rookie of the year, defensive player of the year, SEC player of the year, SEC player of the year again, defensive player of the year again, rookie of the, I'm like, good God, like, are there any basketball awards or just college sports awards or sports awards?
No, she just this year
ESPN player
I
of
was
the year.
about to say, yeah, she just won that this year, WNBA player of the year, and listen, if she does not get player of the year, everybody gonna know the game is rigged, okay? Because she is doubles, like blocking that. She was like the most blocks, I think. Listen, just if you have a chance, watch just one WNBA. So we have two more things to touch on before we get off here. One is we have created a channel for you guys to come talk to us. And we want people to reach out because we are so interested in kind of really hearing your thoughts outside of, if we don't have these, and we can always go back and forth. But Zodiac Chat Line does have an actual chat line. You can reach us at 313-416-9541. That is 313 Detroit 416-9541. give us a call and leave a voice message because we ain't answering the call, but we'll listen to your voice message. Make us laugh. Send us whatever. You can text us anything. We love to talk. Cassie and I are chatty. We are researchers. We like to do research. We like to have knowledgeable conversations, not just about astrology. Okay, so just remember that. But we are here for that. So if you guys want to reach out, we are here. We want to chat with folks.
Yeah, we're trying to interact. And we announced this on our last show. We have people have been shy. Okay, that's fine. But like, we're never going to blow up your personal information. We would never post your phone number anywhere. We would never talk about your last name. Like, we're never ever going to do that. We just want to know what's on people's minds. And Tanae and I, the reason this show exists is because Tanae and I spent years having conversations with people at the restaurant bar where we worked about astrology, because everyone's like, oh, you know what? I'm a Leo and my husband's a Sag. Is that good or bad? Like, what does that mean for us? And we would be like, hey, do you have an hour and a half? Let's talk about it. And we just want to have, maybe shorter versions of that with lots of different people. Like, and we know that the Gen Zers, you're out here, you don't want to talk on the phone. Shoot us a text. It's fine. Like, we'll have a little
We're
tete-a-tete, like, right? Like,
we have the ability to respond. We will. I promise you. We gonna respond.
100%.
So again, 313-416-9541. We're gonna keep saying this until we start getting people. So
yeah.
Enjoy. To close out the show, I know you missed it last week, but we're back again. We're gonna have the Divine Feminine Oracle deck by, of course, Meggan Watterson. I just want you guys to see real quick. The lovely. See how pretty. They're all, we do Divine Feminine here because it's our show and that's what we want to do. All right, Kathy, I am starting the shuffle. You let me know.
All right. I'm feeling it now.
Ooh. Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real.
Ooh, okay.
So give me just 2 moments to find her page because this is not in alphabetical order. So
how dare. Come on,
Now, I
Meggan.
will say this book comes with, it gives you the information about, because these are, my understanding of these are actual people that have lived, we'll say that they are. So it tells you their story. At this point, I'm just going to read to you what it says when your soul selects her card, which is kind of the whole message. But great book, great deck. You know me. I love my deck. Okay. When your soul selects her card, Saint Teresa is a call for the importance of the interior life. She knew intimately about the spiritual wealth we all possess and have access to, if we are willing to go inward. She not only emphasized the need to meditate and to pray in order to reach the innermost castle where the soul waits for us, but she also instructed the sisters of her covenant on how to discern the presence of the soul or of a saint or of a holy person that is giving us wisdom from within us. She had a bookmark that supposedly read, "If you have God, you will want for nothing. God alone suffices." This synthesizes the wisdom of her experience. Nothing less than divine love will satiate a seeker, especially once you have met with it from within. She urges us to meditate, to pray, to go inward, and meet with the presence of the soul. And then she asks us to believe that it is real and that the answers we find are real. She asks us to move that inner truth out into the world with confidence and conviction. The soul voice meditation is, what does love feel like in my body? And the intention, one more time, is I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. That's a perfect message for this upcoming Mercury retrograde.
Ding, ding, ding.
I was like, going within, meditating, prayer. And this isn't a very this isn't specific for however you pray. Pray however feels good to you, because that's, I'm not telling you how to pray, but whatever that means to convene with your soul, with your inner self, to seek within, meditation, whatever that looks like to you. But I think this is a great time to do that, for Leo season and for Mercury retrograde. With Leo season, because the ego is at the center of Leo season, going within and really trying to make sure that that ego isn't taking over the inner growth for the self, and
Mm-hmm.
getting to the crux of things. It is lifelong journey to get to know yourself, but that is the only person that's ever going to satisfy you or make you happy. That's the only way you're going to find the answers. They're already within you. You just have to be able to want to tap into them to find them.
Hallelujah, hallelujah back.
And with that said, we will see you in a couple weeks for the Aquarius full moon, because we know. Hey. But until then, don't hesitate. Give us a call, 313-416-9541. That's 313-416-9541. Cassie, I love you, girl. Tanae and Cassie,
Love
we gonna be here with
you.
y'all. This is our new show, so I hope y'all enjoy it.
Yes.
As always, it's all love, and we out of here, because what?
Mm.
Peace.